people that I've heard that toured said there isn't a cricket, a bird, or anything alive in those orchards. DDT has been banned in America due to a cancer-causing agent. Whether you believe it or not, it's been banned here. So why are we bringing food in with that? Why are we letting cattle coming in from Canada when they just had another BSE mad cow disease incident, and you watch the trucks coming down from Canada? Sheetrock coming in from China. They rebuilt Louisiana, and they're having to destroy the homes again. People are getting sick. Toys with lead paint from China. Where is the concern for the American people? Their safety and their well-being. Yeah, we might be shipping 70% of the best grown produce ever out of here to other people, and we're bringing in the worst. No, we grow it here, we eat it here. You know what? This NAFTA gap, it's not a level playing field, folks. It's not. We got to level up the field here. You know what? I've got 13 planks to this same platform. Number one, get back to following and honoring the Constitution of the United States of America. Number two, recognize who is the author of life and respect life from the moment it's conceived to natural death. Number three is, I've already signed the pledge, no new taxes, no increases in taxes. I signed that pledge and even if we weren't in this economic tsunami, would it be a good idea to lower tax rates? Let's just go back and review the game tapes of the Ronald Reagan years when he took over the Jimmy Carter debacle. And he lowered the tax rates and gave incentives for people to create a business or to grow a business and to hire. Jobs. We need jobs. We don't need no more extension of the unemployment benefits. We need jobs. We need to deregulate and create jobs. I want a freeze of congressional salaries immediately. The first bill I'm going to introduce as a senator from the state of Washington is the abolishment of the Department of Education. We give it back to the states under the 10th Amendment, and if they were smart, they give it to the districts. You keep 100% of your money there, and then you hire and fire the teachers. And you create competition, which is what made this country great. Then, the second bill I'm going to introduce is that if we don't have a balanced budget, Congress doesn't get paid. As I said, I'm not going back there for a salary. In fact, our friends, I've already vowed that as soon as, and my acceptance speech, and you're going to hear it tonight because I'm in a room with friendlies, I'm going to donate half of my salary to the Wounded Warrior Foundation, and the other half I'm going to pay the taxes, and I'm going to live in D.C. I don't want nothing out of it, folks. I want to ensure that it's here for our kids. The same thing that we've been blessed with. Congress, number 6. Congress lives by the same retirement and health care as we do. We just went with those 3 basic things, that they don't get paid unless they have a balanced budget, and that they got to live by the same means as we the people. We wouldn't have this health care bill. They didn't want it. And if you guys, I don't know if all of you know of it, but they were exempt at one time. They had to scramble to get the wording back in so they got their special package. They messed up when they wrote the bill, and they cut themselves out with their own little medical package.
Did they exclude the unions too?
Excuse me?
Did they exclude the unions?
It was something to that effect, but it was part of that. They were excluded themselves.
They excluded the unions initially. I don't know if they ended up taking it back in.
But they scrambled to get it back in there. But I believe they excluded themselves because talk radio was all over for a couple days.
Yes, they did.
Okay. Number 7, energy independence now. That means Sarah Palin's right. Drill here, drill now. But believe me, we got enough wells that have been discovered and capped. We don't need to drill. All we got to do is start pumping oil out of the ground. But that ain't going to do us any good because we need refineries. More deregulation. You know, they just hit Texas down there, the 2nd biggest state in production of petroleum products. They had EPA hit them with a fine. They shut them down. Now they got to go through a new licensing, permits, more money. Excuse me? You darn right, I want to get rid of the EPA, believe me. Department of Energy, you name it, there's a lot of departments. When I was back there in DC, what was just astonished me was, and I seen it when I was there in the 80s, but I was young and I wasn't realizing what I seen it. Block long buildings, both directions. 4 stories high. Full of people working for the government. Just one instance, one situation. Department of Transportation. This was in your own spokesman review, so you might have seen it. 2007, one salary of $170,000. Today, 1,690 salaries in the Department of Transportation of $170,000. 1,690. That's just salary. Now you've got retirement and benefits on top of it. It's unsustainable, folks. Number 8, audit the Federal Reserve. As soon as we get done auditing the Federal Reserve, get rid of the Federal Reserve, get back on the road. When I say about getting our young men and women out of Afghanistan and Iraq, believe me, I'm 100% behind our military. Let's never forget the freedoms we enjoy have been protected and perpetuated by those men and women willing to serve and give their all, their lives, for our freedom. I'm 100% behind our military, but believe me, if we go into a war and we declare war, we go in with everything we got, we win and we get out. And number 10, I'm 100% behind our Second Amendment rights. It was there for a reason. First was gather, freedom of speech. Number 2, Second Amendment. That's to protect us from enemies, foreign and domestic. And today we have domestic enemies in the White House. And number 11, I've already said it once, get the U.S. out of the UN and the UN out of the U.S. We don't want no part of this Agenda 21. We don't want no part of our military serving under any other command. We don't want no part of these other foreign leaders giving up this veto seat at this table. What do we care about that? We're America. Let's build our military up and be that big bully on the corner. And we've never been a bully, believe me. We've done nothing but great things for this world. We went in and helped distressed people, and we've sacrificed men and women, and the only thing we've ever asked for was the soil to bury those brave men and women with glory wrapped around, oh glory, on their land. That's the only thing we've ever asked for. And we've paid big time in building these countries back up. We just committed $500 million today to Pakistan. Hillary. Barack Obama gave $2.4 billion to bring refugees in from Hamas, terrorists. This is all happening right here before us today, folks. It's scary. Number 12, English is the only language of America. And last but not least, no more apologizing and no more bowing before foreign leaders, because we have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm proud to be American. You know, these last few weeks have just been crazy. Got on Rush Limbaugh's show. Actually, I was on the Avengers show the other day. I was on his show. But I didn't get on. I was waiting. I got disconnected. Mark Levin, I was waiting to get on his show. I got bumped off that one. I hung up on or something. I don't know. But Sarah Palin's endorsement, Ron Paul's endorsement, Eikenberry's endorsement, George Allen's endorsement. These are powerful leaders. Eikenberry's probably the biggest one because he was the leader in '94. It got us back to a fiscally sound state. He's a great leader, and I'm proud to have his endorsement. But it's been a whirlwind. Now, if you haven't heard, the new Rasmussen polls came out. A little shocking. Dino Rossi, 48%. Patty Murray, 45%. He's ahead of him. Clint Didier, 48%. Patty Murray, 45%.